What's up, my beautiful soul family? How's everybody doing tonight? I noticed that, I haven't done any personal readings lately on the channel, so I thought that tonight we could just vibe, we could hang out, we could do personal readings. I'm trying to try a new feature. You know what I mean? I'm not sure how this is going to work. If y'all can't come on, I apologize. We're going to try this first. The first 5 people that's able to join my live tonight can get a love reading for free from me tonight, okay? I'm going to wait for some of y'all to finish coming into the room. You know what I mean? We're going to get this together. I put the invite in the description of this video, so if you want to come on the channel, hit the invite and try to join. I can only do one of you at a time, though, okay? I want to talk to you personally, want to get your energy, so if you're cool with coming on here live with me to get a reading, come on, my babies. We're just going to wait for some people to get in here. Right now, I'm just lighting the stage. Like I said, if you the link to get on here, to get on live with me tonight is in the description. You try and get a free love reading tonight from LadyCee, hit the link. Come on and join my live in the description. You know what I mean? I could give you a free love reading, sweetie. If you're cool with, coming live on here with me. If you shy, put your question in the chat and I'll do your question without you having to come on. How you doing, CC, sweetie? Like I said, I'm just waiting for people to come on because we get ready to do. I'm doing some readings tonight for free for everybody. But the topic tonight is love. I put a link to join my live in my description. I'm waiting for somebody to hit up the link in my description. Y'all can come on. Y'all will join the live with me, and I'll do a reading on you. But the topic tonight is love, okay, sweeties? I think that I'm going to do these personal readings from time to time, but we're going to pick a topic for the night. So tonight's reading is love. So if you got a love question, hit the link in my description on this video. Come on with LadyCee, and I'll give you a reading, okay? If you're too shy, just put it in the chat, and I'll do it anyway. Y'all got to come on with me, but I feel like maybe 1 or 2 of y'all want to come on and talk to me personally. Okay, my babies? Just waiting for some more people to come in or somebody to hit up the link or at least post a question. I want to limit tonight to 5 readings, but let's see how it goes, y'all. Come on in, my babies. Y'all don't be shy. Who wants to go first? All right, I got the sage just about lit. We're clearing the energy tonight. Y'all been asking. Some of y'all been asking for some readings, my babies. So I thought that I'd, give y'all do another video where I'm doing it for free for y'all. Who wants to join? Let me see here. If you want, I'll post it one more time in the I don't know if I can reach it. Okay, well, Chelsea, come on. Okay, Chelsea, come on, sweetie. I have a link to join this video in my description of this on this video. Just hit that link. You can join and you can talk to me personally. But here's the thing: you'll be live with me. Are you cool with that, or do you just want to post your question in the chat and have me answer it? Remember, the topic tonight is love. We're doing love readings tonight. Come on, sweetie. Any of y'all got any love questions? Let me see what y'all saying. All right, you had to post it. Oh, I'm not in love. I thought it was something else. What did you think it was, sweetie? What did you think it was? I'm encouraging you. Hit that link and come join me on the live. We could talk. Oh, I'm not in love. Just random questions for you. Okay, well, right now, I don't got any other questions. So what is your question? Post it. Maybe I'll look into it in the meantime until somebody, you know, has enough, has the courage to come join me on the live. I thought that you guys would like maybe you want to talk to me, on the live. So I thought that I would post my link to join this live. What do you want to know? Come on, y'all. Either post a question or if you guys might, you can hit the link in my descriptions. Come on here. I'm doing readings. The topic tonight is love readings. Anything you want to know. It could be past relationships. It could be current relationships. Maybe y'all talking to somebody and maybe y'all wondering about this person. What's their intentions? Maybe you got a crush on someone. Post it. Either post it or you can hit the link and come talk to me. You don't have to come on the live, but I'm offering you the chance to come join me live. It's whatever you guys feel like doing. And is my daughter's dad playing games with her because she cut him off for 5 years. Wow. Okay, we can look into that. I guess that's your baby dad. We can look into that. All right. Spirit, is Chelsea's daughter's father playing games with her? Don't even tell me no more about the situation. I'm gonna look into it, okay, sweetie? Don't tell me no more about the situation. I'm gonna just ask you if it's right, and you could confirm or deny it. All right. So Chelsea Davis, is her daughter's father playing games with her daughter, Spirit? Please let me know. Tell me. We almost there. I feel the energy shifting. All right. All right. One more, and then we're gonna pull. Is Chelsea's daughter's father playing games with her daughter? Let me see. Are you saying anything else? Nah. All right, we get ready. Pull. Right. Is Chelsea's daughter's dad playing games with the Spirit? All right, we ready. All right, so let's see what's going on with this situation about the daughter's dad and their relationship. Okay, so you got the Ace of Wands is in reversed. There's some kind of blockage. There's somebody that's trying to move on from the hurt and pain that was caused in the past. You know what I mean? Or maybe they're refusing to move on. They feel like something's not fair to them. They feel like something was done wrong. Let me see. I'm seeing that it was I'm seeing the Knight of Swords come up. Was there like a tumultuous relationship between her and her father? I mean, I could guess it was, because she cut him off for so long. But does she feel like her father was toxic and she had no other choice because she got tired of him putting her through like, all kind of emotional hurts and being selfish? This is what I'm seeing, so far. Like he a negative person, he's selfish and he's about himself, you know what I mean? And she felt like all he did was like stop her shine. Was he like critical and stuff of her? Let me see so far. Yes, yes, yes. How you doing? How you doing, sweetie? How you doing? You said hi. Okay, so far I'm correct. Okay, let me keep reading. So basically, he caused her to stop dealing with him because he's manipulative. You know what I mean? He's critical and he's judgmental towards her. And it's like she just don't like his personality. She just feels, like I said, like he's toxic. She wanted to distance herself from it. You know what I mean? So that's why she closed that door on him for so long. I get the feeling she still don't want to build that relationship with him. She's like up in the air about it. Is that correct? Like, and he blames you for that and stuff instead of blaming himself. He feels like you talk bad about him in her childhood. you put all kind of stuff in her head, and that he would have been this great father had you not blocked it. Am I right so far? Read me, please. Sure, sweetie. Like I announced, my the link to join me on this live is in my description. If you want to come on the live with me, you can. But if you're shy, then you can just post a question. I want to ask you something, but I don't want to blow you out your seat. Sweetie, that's what we here for. Ask. You don't want asking questions right now, so go ahead. I mean, you got the floor. But is it correct that he's blaming you? He's trying to say you did all of that. You was the reason why she looked at him like that. You know what I mean? She was a naive child, and you put stuff in her head. This is like what he's trying to say. He's trying to say you badmouthed him because he didn't marry you or you wasn't together with them. Like that's his logic or something like that. When that's not the truth, he caused her to like not want to be around him because he's toxic. Is that true? How you doing, sweetie? Okay, yes. Okay, so Chelsea saying so far that yes, that's correct. I would love it if at least one of you tonight join me, you know what I mean, on the live. I feel like we could, this could be so much more productive. I could get your energy better if one of you join me on my live. But it's cool. I understand you guys probably don't want other people seeing you. It's cool if you're shy. All right, so let me see what else. Um, hmm. Was he the type that didn't want to give money unless he could like control the situations? Like, you know how like some guys feel like they want to manipulate and control things if they, you know what I mean? He's the type that gotta dominate stuff. It gotta be his way if he's gonna pay for something. Is he like that or whatever? And it's like, let me see, hold on. He was controlling when y'all was together, and I'm seeing that there was an injury. Did he cause a physical injury to one of y'all, or was it just that y'all cut off communication with him? Which one was it? Was your daughter scared of him at one point, or was it just that he lied to her a lot of times and deceived her so much that she put a wall up again? She put a guard up with him because she couldn't trust him. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, hold on. You said no, but he ruined my life. Hold on. Yeah, there was some communication cut off because he wanted to control stuff, especially financially. Let me see here. When I feel like when y'all was together, he's a liar and he's deceptive as crap. There's a lot of stuff that hasn't come out about him, right? There's a lot of stuff that's been kept quiet, but like he was very immature. I think he probably cheated on you, correct? It was but he found somebody else too, didn't he? And I'm getting a feeling that it was something about somebody was looking for money. So I don't know if he found somebody else because they had money or what, or he tried to make you seem like a gold digger. But he was the type that was very sneaky. He walked away from y'all, correct? Because he wasn't really committed. He was more about chasing other women. Is this, yeah, you say he was a big liar. Yeah, yeah, I'm seeing that. And he was also a bit of a womanizer. He wasn't that committed. He was more so wanted to play like he's this hero, right? But he also walked away from y'all because he wasn't the type that wanted to get married. He was the type that wanted to play the field. You know what I mean? I feel like there was this woman in his life that had money that he went to. You know what I mean? But he the type that feels like, oh no, how can I say this? Like I said, he's immature. He's also a ladies' man. He's the type that feels like women should be hard. She'll work hard to get him and keep him or whatever. He's like he got this ego and he caused a lot of like pain towards y'all's little family that y'all had. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that y'all wasn't very happy when y'all was together. It was a lot of arguing. It was a lot of fights. You know what I mean? He was toxic, like I said, and he's a bit of a jerk. Alleged. Well, I ain't gonna say allegedly. Am I right? Is he broke? You said yes. You said it's correct. Is he? Let me see here. He also the type that makes it seem like he was providing for y'all and he was just this good father and husband. He's lying though. That's what he keep people thinking when that's not correct. He the type that just he first of all he was an absentee father. He wasn't there for your daughter. This is what I'm seeing. Well, I ain't gotta say allegedly. Well, I'm so used to saying that. He was more focused on you know what I mean, doing what he wanted to do and working. This was his excuse and stuff. Oh, at least I'm working. But he wasn't there too much for your daughter. I'm seeing that. And he was not really he wasn't the most mature father. You know what I mean? He was feel like he was a poppin' dad. This is what I'm feeling like. He, like I said, a liar, manipulative. You know what I mean? He was the type that also wanted to put up appearances. He wants people to think he's this great father, but he really wasn't. Um, he caused a lot of depression to you. It was a lot of stupid stuff he did. Was he in jail too? Your daughter's childhood. Your cards are right on. Wow. Okay, that's good. That's good. That's good, sweetie. You said is he broke? You want me to look into whether he's broke? I'm seeing that somebody was like he was like either hunting for money or he was like doing. I feel like he did a little bit of criminal activity. Like I'm wondering if he was a he did a couple crimes. You know what I mean? And I feel like he did. I don't know if I don't know why, but I feel like part of your daughter's childhood he may have been incarcerated or something. Like the card, I'll tell you the reason why. It was the card that came up, the Knight of a Nine of Swords, which is the Dark Night of the Soul, but it could also talk about either an emotional breakdown or incarceration. But it's also about part of the reason why he was absent. He was a drug dealer. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. Wow. Wow. Okay, so what's your name, Savi, sweetie? We could do this a couple ways. Like I said, you can hit the link in the description of this video, and you could personally come on and talk to me if you want to. But the video will be on for everybody to see, or you could just post a question in the chat, and I'll get to you when it's your turn. Okay, sweetie? Which, like I said, I'm not getting a lot of questions right now. You said, yup, he did 20 years. He was released in 2019, so he was incarcerated. Okay. Yeah, I knew that. That's what it was coming across, that the part of the reason he was an absentee father was because he was incarcerated. Yeah, yeah. Like, come on. Who else got some questions? Who's next? Who's next? Come on, y'all. Let me get a drink, and then we can go to the next question. Post your questions in the chat. Mm. What do you want to know, Sophie? Is that how you? Am I saying your name right, sweetie? What are his feelings towards me? Okay, EMB. Do you want me to just read on you, or right now, or do you want to come on here and talk to me? Is he still sleeping with his little sister? Wait, what? What? Okay, so here's what we're gonna do, Chelsea, sweetie. I'm gonna read EMB. I'm just reading your handle, sweetie. I'm gonna read their question, and then I'm gonna come back to that question. All right, because that's juicy, and we gonna get into that. What are his feelings towards me? Okay, so are you? You know what? Don't even. What is his feelings towards me? Who is him? We can read on the question. All right, sweetie. All right. Let me just do your energy. But who is the him we're referring to? I want to make sure I get the right him in the cards. Who's the him we're referring to? You wanna like you can even post a nickname of his. You didn't gotta be his real name, sweetie. Just to give me something to go on. I'm talking to EMB. Just give me something to go on, sweetie. That way we can that way I'm getting the right energy. I don't want to read on the wrong man and tell you the wrong thing. You said his initials start with I. All right, I guess we'll build off of that. All right, Spirit EMB. How does a guy with the initials I in EMB's life feel about him? How does this guy feel, Spirit? Alright, how does this guy feel, Spirit? How does this guy feel? Alright, we get ready to pull off for the shifting. Are you saying anything else? You say initials is IJ. Okay, so IJ. How does IG feel about EMB? How does the initial? IG feel about EB. Alright, we get ready to pull. I hope I can pick up on his energy. Is you hoping like he, matter of fact, let's just see what he feels, and I'm sure you'll confirm, or deny what the cards are saying, sweetie. We get ready to read. Alright, here we go. Alright. So you got the Strength card reversed. You got the Seven of Cups in reversed. You got the Hermit in reverse. Has this guy been single a long time, or have you? I feel like one of y'all been single for far too long. You know what I mean? And let me see, you got the Strength in reverse, but when it comes to love with the Strength in reverse, I'm feeling like somebody's a little confused or not strong in their stance on the other person. They let me see. Yeah, I'm seeing that one of you haven't been dating a lot. One of you has been alone a long time. I think that I'm seeing the King of Pentacles. So is this an Earth sign man we talking about? You know what I mean? Whose feelings is all over the place and giving mixed signals. This is what and it's like they're like, I don't feel like they're straightforward in how they're you know what I mean, and it's leaving you confused and not knowing which way to go. Of course, that you asking that would be. I mean, of course, you asking your question that would be a duh. But let me see here. Let me see here. I'm feeling like one person is more in love than the other. This is what I'm seeing. I'm feeling like. Let me see here. I'm hoping I'm telling something right, but somebody feels jaded. They've been. I'm getting the feeling that this guy been like single for a long time. I think he's still working on. He either just got over a breakup or he's working on getting over a breakup. You know what I mean? He somebody, this woman hurt him. It was a woman that hurt him, and he's a little bit apprehensive about giving his heart away again. Let me see here. Yep, he was hurt. And so he started talking to a lot of females. You know what I mean? I feel like he kind of became a little jaded, kind of negative when it comes to dating females because he was hurt. You know what I mean? And he chose to like stay in this kind of mindset for a while. You know what I mean? Where he didn't want to really commit and stuff like that. Because he felt like he was scared of making the wrong choice in a female again. I mean, am I right so far? This is what I'm feeling. I'm I'm actually in a complex situation. I'm in the process of getting out. Yes, a earth sign male. Yes, he's been single for a long time. He is a earth sign male. Yes, you are spot on. Okay, okay. What wonderful, sweetie. Wonderful. All right. All right. So hold on. I think he finally wants to kind of move forward, but he's still regarded. Especially, I'm seeing finances. Was his ex like some kind of gold digger who didn't work and he took care of him? Because like I feel like she took him for a loop, but in a sense he kind of put himself in that position because I feel like he kind of saw that. He kind of figured that she wasn't no good. You know what I mean? But I think he chose a lot of himself about her. This is what I'm seeing like with his ex relationship. Am I right with that? You say you in a complex situation too, sweetie? Okay. So far, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that is still some lingering issues going on from his ex. So let's just let spirit speak. Let's see where spirit is going with this. Okay. All right. So yeah, it was something with money. That girl, his ex, like messed him up with money. She was after his money. She spent a lot of his money. I think he's contemplating now. If he was to get in another relationship, he's gonna be more careful about spending his money on a woman. You know what I mean? He has a mistrust for women right now. This is what I'm seeing. You know what I mean? Because he feels like love, like being open with his heart is a no-win situation. I think he keeps up this hard wall when it comes to women because he's like I said, he sees women as critical, as overly critical, as a bit harsh, as vindictive and money grubbing. This is what kind of made him shy away. He's kind of the type that seems like he talk bad about women too a little bit. He has his own issues going on. You know what I mean? He was like for a long time, he kind of was like so pulled back from it. You know what I mean? I think he was cheating and being a little bit of a player because he, you know what I mean? He didn't want to get his heart broken more. He had that trauma because he gave this girl everything and she dogged him. This was how he felt. So when he severed that tie with her, he just became yes, I think that too. It was something about money or maybe money with mom. He told me about his ex hurt him a lot. Yes, his ex hurt him. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah, she was a gold digger. His ex wanted money. His ex was about the money and she was real critical of him and stuff. You know what I mean? Like he just became real jaded because it was that basically traumatized him. You know what I mean? And he just started having a negative view of women and thinking that women were all out for his money. You know what I mean? This is the reason why he became a bit of a womanizer. I mean, at his core, that's not what he really wanted. You know what I mean? He really wanted to like have that family, that wife, and all that other stuff, but it was like he got hurt. So, okay. So you saying I'm right so far? Okay, hold on. Let's pull some more cards. Let me see here. The devil. He wanted to be a husband previously, you know what I mean? But then he started having a negative look on marriage and and women being so dependent on him and feeling like all will do is steal from him and steal his money and you know what I mean? He developed like an anger for women, a hatred for women after that. Like he started looking at all women like they were his ex. You know what I mean? Let me see here. Let me see. What are you seeing? Anything else? I was so I didn't want a man to, but he convinced me to. You said his ex hurt him a lot. It was about money or money with his mom. So I didn't want a man to. He convinced me to stay. I was I think you mean done with men after my abusive ex. Done with men, I mean. Um, I'm about to start writing a book, and I was told it will be a big success. Is that true? Okay, we'll look into all these questions tonight, sweeties. All right, so hold on. Let's go back. Let's finish up E and B up. Let me pull some more on her. Let me see here. Did he almost marry his ex before? But they broke up either at the wedding or right before the wedding. Because it's like I feel like he either lost his job or somebody else came along that had more money than him. I'm trying to figure this out. Hold on. I feel like it was one of his friends. She started messing with one of his friends. Is that am I right? Am I right? This is what it's coming across. So then he popped up and convinced me to give him a chance. Can I get a general short reading, like if I'm making the right decision in my life? Sweetie, what's the decision that you're trying to make? Just tell me what is the decision you're trying to make, and I can get to all of you guys. I actually intended to do only 5 readings tonight, but you guys got questions. All right, hold on. Let me pull this last little bit for EMB. All right. So let me see here. Something. Let me look at this. Hold on. He trusted her. He was not. He wishes that he could just be free and marry. I think that at his core. All right. So let me explain to you how he feels in general. At his core, he wanted that wife. He wanted that family. He wanted to be happy. But that woman messed it up. You know what I mean? That relationship messed him up, and it like made him. It basically turned him negative towards it. You know what I mean? It's gonna take a lot of work for him to get back to being open and wanting to be, together again. Are you talking about the guy that you're currently with? That is this who we read on, or is it another guy that you're looking at? You know what I mean? Or is it that you're having trouble? Like, are you guys together and you're having trouble? Because what I can tell you, what I get from this reading is, I feel like this dude got major trust issues when it comes to women because he was hurt in his past. Like maybe he needed to do some kind of work on himself, some spirit work, you know what I mean, to really heal and learn that not every woman is a money grubbing, critical B word. You know what I mean? Let me see what you're saying. This is the new guy. She said she thinks his sex hurt him a lot, but she don't really know what he... See, here's the thing. How does he feel towards you? I just gave you... I mean, I think that right now, anything he would feel towards you is clouded. And I think this is why Spirit decided to tell you that. Anything that he feels towards you is probably crowded and clouded because of his hurt from his ex. But come on, Spirit. All right, directly. How does IG feel about EMB? I'm only going to pull a few cards on this. How does he feel? Just give me like a 3 to 5 card answer. How does he feel? Is there feelings there? Is he in love with her? Is he scared? What's going on? All right. We get ready to pull. And then I'm going to go to the other questions. All right. One more. And then we're going to pull. All right. So, okay, the lovers reversed. The 3 reversed. The 3 of Pentacles reversed. The 3 of Cups upright. The 8 of Cups reversed. And the 5 of Swords. I don't really... Okay. So how does he feel about you personally? So, I think he has some good times with y'all together, but he also wants to escape. He's also scared. He's also jaded. You know what I mean? He's eventually just going to walk away. Let me see here. He feels like he lacks certain resources in order for y'all to have harmony in your relationship. I think he knows he has this trust issue. Like, this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing trust issues. What he feels about you for now, I feel like he feels like y'all had fun together. But he's too scared to really build anything right now. This is what my gut is saying. So, does that answer your question, sweetie? Thank you, my love. You're welcome, sweetie. JDM Mac, do you want to come on my live with me and I can do a reading for you? And so the link to getting on my live is in the description down below. You know what I mean? But you have to wait your turn because there was a couple people that asked some questions before you. So Chelsea Davis asked, but yeah, I didn't forget about you, sweetie. Chelsea Davis asked, is her daughter's father sleeping with his sister? All right, Spirit. I'm just gonna do like a couple, like a one card draw for that. This gonna be a short yes or no answer, okay? So that we can move on to the other questions. Spirit, is Chelsea's baby father, is Chelsea's daughter's father, is he sleeping with his little sister, or did he ever sleep with his little sister? Well, I don't know if she's his little sister. Did he ever sleep with his sister? Was there incest going on? Just give me a yes or no answer, and we'll move on. All right. We get ready to pull because I feel the energy shifting. I just want a yes or no answer. We're not gonna do a full-fledged reading. All right. So one more, and then I'm gonna pull. All right. One card answer, yes or no, and that is okay. You got the King of Wands in reverse, which might be a no. Okay. So then you got the Lovers in reversed. Then you got the Tower card. I'm feeling like, hold on. There's something weird about this. I don't feel like it's a 100% no. I feel like they're not messing around now, but I feel like there was a time where they might have did in the past. I think it might have happened before, maybe when they were young. This is what I'm feeling like. Because I'm feeling like there was some kind of family secret behind the scenes of that. And you see, I got the Lovers card, which means that it's been broken up. Because the King of Wands in reverse is like a cautionary yes. It's not exactly a no, but it's a cautionary yes. It's still a yes, but it's with caution. I don't think it's happening anymore, but I think there was something. I don't see the link. You don't see the link in the description? Let me see here. Let me see something. Put user and tell how user. Let me see. Hold on. I'm in a little nudie list. You guys gonna have to work with me for a second. I want to see if I can bring you on. Let's see. I don't see the link. Report remove channel activity. Crap. I'm trying to see if there's a way I could send you the link. Maybe if you emailed me. You know, my email is on my channel. Send me an email. They have 3 kids. Wait a minute. What? Him and his sister got 3 kids? You gotta come on. You gotta come on. Hold on. I'm gonna send you a link. I'm gonna send you a link. I want you to shoot me an email. You know what I mean? Shoot me an email. I gotta send you a link because you gotta come on. We're gonna have a conversation about this. I think you need to come on, sweetie. Send me an email on my let me see here. Trying to get you on here. Here's what I'm gonna do. I know how the rest of y'all, you know what I mean? Y'all want to read, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end this live. Chelsea Davis, shoot me an email, LadyCee1122 at gmail.com. When you shoot me an email, I'm gonna go live with you and we're gonna do a video, you know what I mean, where we gonna get an energy reading on this because this is crazy. I told you I didn't want to blow you out of your seat. No, trust me. Trust me, sweetie, it's cool. You know what I mean? It's cool. That's what we here for. That's what we came on to do tonight. Okay? Now I promise y'all, I'm gonna come back on after me and Chelsea, you know what I mean? I'm gonna come back on and finish. I don't know how to do it. All right. Do you have an email address? Hold on. Let me see something. Cause I mean, hold on. I don't know if I'm gonna hang up yet. Let me see if I could like. Okay, is this live still going? Yeah. All right, y'all. Just 1 second. Hang tight. 1 second. Crap. I don't know how to like. I'm really trying to like email you, but I don't know if you got an email or not. Like, go to my descriptions. You don't see a link in my description? You see the link? All right, hit that link. Like I said, if you don't see the link, you can always. What you can also do is just you could send me an email. You know, LadyCee1122 at gmail.com. All one word, all over. Okay. LadyCee1122, all one word, at gmail.com. Send me an email right now and I'll put the link right in the email for you. Hello? Hold on. Okay, I thought that y'all just hang tight. We trying to get her on so that we can look into the situation further, okay, sweetie? So that we can continue to live. It's just I don't YouTube is a little weird. I don't know. I'm gonna have my daughter send it to you 2 seconds. All right, sweetie. All right, y'all just hang tight, okay? We gonna get this together. We gonna get this together. We gonna bring her on. You know, she could talk about her situation. I could really get her energy. Anybody else, like I said, that want to come on, can. Hold on. Cancel. All right, I'm trying to get her on. Let me copy this link. I don't know why it's not showing in the description though, because I thought I had really put the link in the description. The new Jaws movie looked great. I'm sure it do, sweetie. Did you see it? Them to do that, I'm gonna go to the next question. Hopefully they come back. So, what was the next question? While she's trying to get that together, who's somebody asked me something else too. Can you do a general short reading, like if I'm making the right decisions in my life? Okay, so you got Barbie Savage. Is you still here, sweetie? Say yes or no. Say yes or no if you still here, Barbie Savage. All right. So you want to know if you're making the right decision in life. Well, Chelsea, sweetie, while you getting that together, we're gonna read Barbie. All right. Is you making is Barbie Savage? Don't tell me what it's about. I'm gonna just figure it out. Let's just let spirit talk. Is Barbie Savage making the right decision in life? Whatever Barbie Savage is referring to, is she making the right decision in life, spirit? Is she making the right decision in life? All right. She making the right decision in life, spirit. All right. Barbie Savage. Barbie Savage. All right. All right. Barbie Savage. All right. One more, and then we gonna pull. All right. All right. All right. So let's see what's going on with Barbie Savage. If she's making the right decision in life. All right. So I'm gonna tell you what area we're talking about. Let me see here. My daughter is doing it now. All right. I'm gonna read on her, and then we gonna come back to you. If not, we'll figure it out. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll even do we'll come live later on, like me and you personally, and we can get to talk about this. All right. So you got the strength card in reverse. You got. Does it got to do with your finances, sweetie? Because I seen that the cards came up. You don't feel like you're making enough money. Something's going on with you financially, or you're scared about making a financial move. Am I correct? Because you have a lot of obligations. You know what I mean? You're caught between something that you want and something that might be practical. Am I not? Is this correct? But I'm getting a feeling that you work hard for now, but that job that you're working at is making you upset. It's a toxic work environment. Your boss is a jerk, and they're insensitive to your feelings. I feel like it's a work culture where they don't know what to say out their mouth sometimes. It can be pretty rude. Am I correct so far, Barbie? Am I correct so far, sweetie? Is it about your job situation? Yeah, you got a choice between two jobs, but it's like I feel like with the second job, there's something weird with the finances. Like maybe they don't pay enough, or they don't pay what this job do. But the job you're dealing with is too much fighting and struggling going on with that. Am I correct? Like I feel like your boss, like you've gotten other offers. You know what I mean? I think you either making a decision to leave or you making a decision like you've already probably started interviewing because you want to get away from all of that. This is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing conflict. I'm seeing that within the last week you've been You've been looking for other jobs. This is what I mean, because you're stressed at that job. You're tired of that job. You feel like you try to work your butt off at that job, but it's just like you just like a slave there because you feel like, you know what I mean? They always want more. They always get on your nerves. There's always some disrespectful stuff. There's poor communication there. And when they do communicate, sometimes they say the wrong stuff. The boss think that they high and mighty, and they sit up. It's like this era of. I don't feel like there's a lot of teamwork at your job. I feel like if anything, there's cliques and there's a lot of fighting and stuff like that. And the boss always got to be right, and it just weighs on you heavily. Am I correct so far? This is what I'm seeing. Do they threaten to fire you too? Like they use tactics, like if you don't do what they say, or not? Maybe they don't threaten it. I'm getting the feeling more so. It's always like that threat of being fired. Like it's not a. It's always like, oh, the boss is always lurking, always trying to catch you slipping. You know what I mean? The boss is a liar. They throw you under the bus. It's like easy to be fired. There, am I correct so far? You said yeah, true. Okay, I'm correct so far. You know what I think I'm gonna do with you, Chelsea, sweetie? After I, finish up this live, we gonna come. I'm gonna personally email you a link, and we gonna have a video together. Okay, well, we could talk about this. You know what I mean? Who wants to watch it? Watch it, and that way you could talk on it. If you want, you can even have your camera off. I think that's the better thing. I'm gonna close up this live. Uh, and me and you just stay tuned, okay? Just stay tuned. I'm gonna send you, I'm gonna send you an email and you can come join me on my live. Now, as far as you, Barbara, you trying to get out of there, but you don't feel like it ain't happening fast enough because you. Let me see here. Did something weird happen on your job where like one of them got exposed, like the boss got exposed for some mess, like he was doing something or he was getting too rude and he was like reported to HR or something like that. But when he was reported to HR, he tried to act like he was this upstanding nice guy. I'm getting the feeling your boss might be a man. Is he a man? And it's like you just feel like some kind of relationship got ruined at that job. Was he dating somebody at the job or something like that? He was giving them special favors and it came out. Something happened. Or I'm seeing Seth right here, somebody walking away. Let me see here. But the boss is he loses his temper, he's rude. You know what I mean? He always gotta be right. But something was exposed about him. He was exposed. Or something going to be exposed. I think he's sleeping with somebody at work. You know what I mean? This is what I think I'm saying. You know what I mean? But he's very sneaky and manipulative. Let me see. You said, is he lying about relationship? Oh no, that's not true. Barbara, am I telling the truth so far, sweetie, or do you know? Like I don't know if that ball's gonna remain there because I'm seeing some weird stuff going on with him. Like there's somebody he messing with at work and he giving them special favors. But he also be trying to act like he's all nice and stuff. I feel like when the bigger bosses come and then he be being fair, when he really like when ain't nobody watching him, he be doing all kind of sneaky stuff. And he's a liar, he's manipulative, you know what I mean? He does too much. You say yes. Oh my God. So even the part about he might be messing with somebody at work, even that part is true. Is he messing with somebody at work and he be favoring them, or do y'all suspect him of messing with somebody at work? But he always try to put like y'all in competition with each other so that y'all could produce a better an output, like trying to make it like it's a competitive environment. This is what I'm seeing allegedly in the cards. Well, why am I saying allegedly? I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so used to talking about celebrities. All right. Let me see. Rumors of it. It's rumors. I think he really messing with that person. Let me see. It's a woman he messing with. There's some secrets with him. There's some secrets going on with him, and he made some stupid decisions. He gonna get exposed. Yep. Your boss gonna get exposed. Let me see. It's a woman on that job he's sleeping with. Matter of fact, it might be more than one because you got the Knight of Cups that came up in reverse, which talks about some kind of Casanova, and he be spending money on this person. I think it got to do with your job too. Like maybe the funds from the job, he'd be like he be like spending on this person or something like that. Let me see here. See, I'm seeing a lot of money. Seeing a lot of money in this. He a negative person. He pessimistic. He got a smart mouth. He real selfish and self-serving. You know what I mean? Like I said, he thought he wanted to bust to make himself look good. But I feel like it's just he got a favorite coworker. He does. He's sleeping with her. I'm telling you that now. He's sleeping with her. But something is gonna give about your boss. So this is what I'm seeing. I'm seeing that he gonna get exposed. Now I know your question was, is you making the right choice? I would suggest getting away from that boss because something heavy about to come down with him. He doing some weird stuff, some out of pocket stuff, and I see that it's always like that threat of being fired because it's that kind of work environment under him. So I would suggest moving on to another job. Okay, hopefully that answers your question, sweetie. Okay, Barbie Savage. Now, is he learning about relationship? Okay, so here's the thing, Deborah, sweetie, you the last person I'm gonna take. We've been on this live almost an hour. You are, and then Chelsea Davis, I'm gonna make a live for us, sweetie. Okay, whoever want to check that out, just stay tuned because I'm gonna take a 5-minute interval, and then I'm gonna see if I could get Chelsea on after I read for Deborah O'Brien. Is he lying about relationships? So are you, just answer yes or no. Are you in a current relationship? That's not my only question. After that, don't tell me nothing else. I'm gonna tell you, Deborah O'Brien. Just answer that for me, sweetie. Is it? Okay. Deborah O'Brien said, is he lying about relationships? Let's just see what's going on. Let's give an energy reading with this guy. Spirit, can you please tell me about the situation? Deborah O'Brien, the guy she's talking to or dating or whatever, is he lying about being in other relationships? Okay, let me see. Alright, we ready. Alright, we about to pull. Is he lying, spirit? Let me know. Alright, we gonna pull. Alright, so the 10 of Wands came up first, followed by the 9 of Swords. You got the Empress reversed. This man got mommy issues. There's, you know what I mean? Something about him working hard. Then you see him right here. It's about, or maybe you're the one that feels upset. You feel like you've worked hard in this relationship. That's what I also think. You tried to be like a wife to this man. You tried to, you know what I mean, listen to him, be respectful to him, treat him the way he want to be treated. You know what I mean? Let me see here. What's going on with this? You feel like there's trouble being brewing. No, not to feel like there's trouble brewing, but there's some kind of trouble making going on behind the scenes. Now let me pull some more cards to see. I'm trying to pull up and see if there's any kind of cards that talks about infidelity. So far, I don't see any, but I don't see any infidelity cards, but I do see that there's some kind of secrets and some kind of recklessness and foolish behavior. Some kind of secrets is going to get exposed. You know what I mean? I'm seeing, okay, he is okay. This guy just may be non-committal. I don't want to say womanizer yet, but it's next to the Page of Cups, which means he could be either extremely emotionally immature or some kind of a cheater, whereas you tried to give him that wife experience. I don't know if y'all are married or not, but I'm getting the feeling that you tried to, do wife stuff waiting. I'm getting the feeling that this man, you know what I mean, has some kind of sex addiction or something like that. He's also a bit of he is kind of non-committal. I'm seeing a seducer, a ladies' man, the one who got the gift of gab, which seduces people with fine words. This is what I'm seeing. You know, he always got to have like the spotlight on him. He always got to be smiling up in some woman's face. He's reckless with it too. Like I feel like he kind of does this out in the open. Am I correct so far? You're ready to walk away, aren't you? You ready to move forward and walk away? This is my email, love. Okay, thank you. Deborah, Deborah O'Brien, sweetie, I want you to come forward. This is what I'm seeing so far. I want you to confirm or deny for me if the cards are telling the truth so far. In the meantime, I'm gonna pull some more. Oh, okay, the cards are sticking to me. Nice. You feel like there's many lovers that he's been accused of even messing with, or you suspect he messing with, but he kind of gets nasty when you bring it up. This is what I'm seeing so far in the cards. I feel like he kind of get mad. He kind of get pissed off. You know what I mean? Like, kind of feels like, don't question me. Let me see here. The King of Cups. Hmm. He tries to always control the situation. Let me see. So you got yeah. Y'all been having a lot of arguments because you feel like it's a lot of women. You feel like there's a lot of women going on. You feel like he's taking care of these women. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of emotions here. You think he's sneaky? He being sneaky. He got a lot of female friends, don't he? You know what I mean? Yeah. He kind of turned a little cold to you. Like, how can I say this? I'm trying to say what I'm saying. Um, I don't think you guys are married. I think you want to get married. I think he's anti-marriage. I think he said, oh, he doesn't believe in marriage or something. Some crap he gave you about it. Like, let's see. He feels like he's too free of a spirit to be married. Okay, I am seeing that there's an illicit affair and there's emotional turmoil. I don't know if you've court evidence as of one or you're suspecting one. You know what I mean? You think that he's having SCX with other women. Because this guy, I feel like he's a high earner. He does got money. Let me see here, and you feel like you feel constantly in competition with other women. It's always some like you just yeah. This is what I'm saying. Let me see here. And he's smart. He always got an answer for everything. It's like, you know what I mean? He can always explain why it seems like some girl's numbers in his phone or why it seems like he is all these other women. I just feel like he's been he like how can I say this? I'm a little it's like confused energy here. I'm feeling like, you know what I mean, you see a lot of red flags here. This is what I'm feeling like I'm reading to or on off it. You He got money. I keep saying money with this man. I keep saying money with this man, and you feel. And let me see here. A lot of women are running after him to get money. I think he has a lot of women around him. He do I. Let me see here. He a businessman. Are you guys on a timeout or a break or something like that because you feel like you can't trust him? Upgraded Muslim. Adult is sincere with Fizza. Will he marry her? What? Who was that? Okay, you just want to spam my comments. So, Deborah, if you still watch us, sweetie, hopefully, you know what I mean. Um, I feel like there's a possibility that he's sleeping with other women. I do get that feeling from these cards. If you still watch us, sweetie, I do think that there is a crap load of women, even some women you probably don't even know about right now. You know what I mean? And I just wish for you the best, sweetie. If you're still watching, or if you come back across the video, keep me posted. I'm gonna end this live, guys, because it's getting a little late. Still want to talk to Chelsea. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take 5, and then Chelsea, I'm gonna email you, I'm gonna email you back, sweetie, and I want you to join me on here, and we can talk about your questions, okay? And whoever wanna watch it is welcome to join. Thank you, my beautiful soul family, for tuning in. I'll see y'all in the next reading. Have a good one, my babies. I had fun. Good night.